I met a gypsy.
So we get into the basic founder position. One of the important things that people will teach, like AJ Catanzaro, he's a really great technical coach, Ben Townley, they'll talk about like unlocking the hips. Ryan Hughes, unlocking the hips. So it gives you, by being in that correct like founder position, it actually lets the hips swing way more independently than if you've got a rounded spine. Basically.
The reason you'll have a rounded spine is because your butt muscles are squeezing and they're pushing your hips forward.
Okay.
Feel that?
Yeah.
Do that again. Feel it?
Yeah.
Now imagine you're on a bike. Hold, so grab. Now do that clinch.
Yeah.
Now, what they're trying to do with their lingo is say, relax your butt muscles. Allow your hip joints that control the pelvic girdle. So you're here, you're riding, same thing. Now, feel the glute squeeze, good. Feel it go forward. And now go the opposite direction. You're not trying to pull your glutes behind you. You're actually trying to pull your hips straight down. Try it. Just pull your hips straight down.
Down.
So not forward. That's forward. Hip joint where you're sitting straight down. There you go. And that unlocks the lower back and the psoas muscles.
Yeah, okay.
And that allows absorption through the spine. Back is better, but back is really only there. You don't want your hips back when you're seated.
Yeah.
You want your hips down when you're seated. It's when you stand that the hips go behind you. That's the difference.
Okay.
They're loaded and ready to go behind you by pulling down. They can't go behind you when you're pressing your glutes together, squeezing them, pushing the hips under you forward.
Yeah. And so it makes sense to you then that like the whole unlocking the hips, like
great.
that lingo kind of makes sense.
I think it's perfect.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So
as long as they're teaching the way to do it
yeah.
correctly, which is to relax the glute tissue and to allow the lower back not to be thrust forward by the glutes, but to instead be lengthened.
And so this is in a seated position.
Seated, standing, anywhere.
So what are the muscles you're trying to contract to do that, would you say?
The adductor muscles along the inner thigh.
Yeah.
You're trying to get your tibialis anterior, which is your shin muscle, to contract, because that shin muscle is what allows tension through the hamstrings and tension through the back of the legs.
Yeah, so I'm trying to flex that muscle there. And
Take
I
your
can
toes,
feel
just lift them, like think jazz toes, and just lift them and spread them. It's not just lifting,
yeah,
it's
and I
spreading.
can feel my hamstrings.
So you feel exactly
Yeah,
Now even better, try to drop your hips again. Pull your hips down. You'll feel like, oh, okay, it connects.
Yeah.
Now, if you were to stand up, so do this with me, because it all translates from the bike to life.
Yeah.
So don't do this. No arms. Lift the back of your skull. Now your toes are lifting. They're doing that same thing. They're activating until you can feel your hamstrings. Let me know when you can feel them.
Yeah.
Take your arms forward and reach up and over the mic as far as you can, and just stand.
Like this?
Yep. Okay. Feel your glutes, and then go back.
Yeah, so it's more my hamstrings than my glutes.
Great, even better, because you're fully in a hinge there. Take yourself back and slowly lower down to the chair. Make sure it's behind you.
So I got like pain in my, not pain, but
Muscle
like
tension.
cramping
Absolutely.
on my
So let's do it for a minute. So on the left side.
Yeah.
So I'm going to talk you through it. Turn the left foot in a little further. Yeah, fix that. Yep, a little further, right there. So hold. Tell me how the tension feels there.
In my back.
Yep, just muscular, bilateral.
Yeah, fine.
Great. Arms like this, like you're holding a grapefruit, and then your elbows go towards center. Your armpits squeeze to get the lats going. Right there. We're going to do what's called an inward anchor. From the outside edges of your foot on the ground, squeeze in like you're trying to wrinkle the floor. Right there. It's going to feel up the groin.
Yeah.
That stops the glute from firing. That allows it to relax. If you were to draw the hips 2 more inches back, you'll feel it load even more. Turn the knees towards you. There you go. That's perfect. Take a big, deep breath, pulling the jet right there. Lift the base of the skull right there. Take 2 deep breaths like that. And it's going to have you feel really different when you sit down. When you sit, lift the toes. Use that reach forward to sit your butt back. There you go. It's all about counterbalance.
That's fucking hard to do.
Welcome. My life is I teach other people and I sweat.
Yeah, you're really in there going through it with me.
Yeah. Always. This is with everybody. Like I'm feeling it with you the whole time.
That's awesome.
And it's all sensations that I put myself through just countless thousands of times.
Yeah. So we're excited to announce the launch of our new membership site, gypsytales.com, packed with exclusive content and perks that you won't find anywhere else.
This is your chance to become a part of the Gypsy Gang. And as a special bonus, if you sign up to an annual membership, you'll be entered into the draw to win our custom-built TC125 Gypsy Gang.